Hello everyone, I'm Pablo from the Indicator Store. On the last video, we saw an example of a possible trade setup. And today we are going to see how we can create this with markers. Markers is a tool that you can find on my store. It is not included with NinjaTrader. But on this video, we are going to see how you can create this logic. And on the following video, we will learn to create the same with Builder. Builder is included with NinjaTrader. So first of all, we have two lines and two slopes. The slope of the red line and the slope of the green line. So we can use one of the indicators included with markers. Markers includes from here to here. One of them is marker slope. So we can calculate and trigger signals taking into account the slope of any line. So we assign a name, for example, signals. No threshold, because today we are not going to explain what is a threshold. Paint crossover to the upside, crossover to the downside of the slope of a line. Which line? On input series, we select the red line. It is an HMA with a period of 70. For the signals, I want to paint arrow. No, I prefer painting the background. For longs in color blue, for shorts in color red. And we get something like this. Can you see? Each time there is a crossover up, the background is painted in blue. Each time there is a crossover down, the background is painted in red. So now we can see there are a lot of signals. Okay? But I want to filter those signals. We can also see the histogram painted by marker slope. It is similar to that from momentum. It is the same. And now I need this histogram. So we do the same. In this case, marker slope, the name is filter. Filter. Again, no threshold. And I don't want to paint any signal because we are going to use this variable filter. Because we want to take longs when filter, the histogram is greater than 0, and take shorts when filter is less than 0. Now we need to place inside the input series the line that we are going to use as a filter. And the green line is an HMA with a period of 100. So we select indicators, HMA, 100. Okay, okay. And now we get the other histogram, similar to the one we got on the previous video. And it is not painting signal. You can see on the crossover there are no signals. Now we can remove the original HMA slopes because we are only using marker slope of one HMA and marker slope of another HMA. Now the signals are coming from here. So we double click and we are currently painting the background. The paint is on, but we also need to create signals. Create fast signals, and we can choose a name. By default, the name is go long and go short. Then we add markers, and on the config we set that the signals are go long and go short, the same that we created with the other indicator. Okay. Now we can see at the top that we get a select a valid ATM. ATM is what we usually use with manual trading on chart trader where we can select maybe, I don't know, a target of 100 versus a stop of 200 or any of them. I have several. For example, this one is 100 versus 100. Okay, 100 versus 100. And you can also include the trailing stop, auto break even. But you can find several videos about the ATM on NinjaTrader on my channel. Now I want to use this ATM, so I click here, and also I want to execute all the longs, all the shorts, and select also disable, manual, semi-automatic or automatic mode. If I select automatic mode, it is going to execute all of the signals, but I don't want to execute all of the signals. I want to filter, taking into account this. For example, let me turn off, so we don't trigger any signal by now. We go again to markers, and there is a section, enable filters, where we can specify, this means that the bar is green, no? The close is greater than the open means that the bar is green. But no, my condition is that filter, the variable that we defined with the second marker slope, this filter, is this histogram. So on markers, I want filter greater than 0. It is optional. We can also add current bar, brackets, current bar. And for shorts, I want the filter on the current bar less than 0. Click on OK. Now what we see at the top on the right corner, that longs are disabled because we have enabled the filter. And why the long is disabled? Because the histogram is negative. You can see here it is negative. So while the filter is negative, we only allow shorts. So the following signal will be a long when the histogram crosses to the upside, but the signal is off. If for some reason you want to ignore the filter, you can turn the filter off, so it executes all the signals. So if you are interested in more info, you can contact me on the chat room that we have on Discord. The access is free, and the instructions are on the description of this video. On the following video, we are going to explain how to do the same setup on Builder. Builder is included with NinjaTrader. So if you are interested, please give me a like and subscribe. Click on the bell so you get notified when I upload the following video. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.